Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube. Okay, so it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I want to do my series on mental health. This is something that I'm very passionate about. This is something that has been a part of my life since I can remember. Something I've struggled with, and I work every day at this. So I just wanted to spread awareness. I want people who feel alone to come across this and feel like you're not alone in this. You're not. I know what it feels like. I know a lot of people know what it feels like. I know it feels like you're alone, like no one in the world understands these feelings, but there's people out there that do. And I want to show you how I became to be in remission, as my psychiatrist likes to call it. I want to share my story, and I hope that it could help anyone who feels like this. So I'm going to do a 3, maybe 4-part series. I'm going to do a 3-part series on just my mental health. I also want to open up about my story, and I think that's going to be my next series, but right now I'm just going to focus on my mental health. So ever since I can remember, I've struggled with severe depression, severe anxiety, severe ADD, and the severity is coming from my the severity is coming from my psychiatrist. Anxiety, severe ADD, and severe PTSD. Yeah, it's hard and it's a lot. So I just want to go back to like the first time I can remember feeling different would be, I think it was like 6th grade. And I just remember feeling really irritable. Now I know it was irritability, but then I couldn't express it and I didn't know what was going on with me. And I lashed out in anger towards my family, and they didn't understand either. Like, mental health was way less talked about back then. So I just remember being really angry, and I lashed out at my family. And back then, we didn't talk about mental illness. Like, I didn't even know. You just don't know what you don't know. I didn't know anything about mental illness. I just thought this is how I was. And I felt really alone. Even I can remember back in like 6th grade, I felt like no one understood. I was so angry because I was so misunderstood. And I just lashed out on all my loved ones. And that's still something that I do to this day that I have to work on daily. I cried about it yesterday to my husband because when I get really irritable, I just, like, if I don't check myself and go take a walk, I just don't like who I am, who I become. And it's short, like now it's short. It's like short. I wouldn't call it an episode because it's not like I'm like going insane, but I'm just irritable and very unreasonable, very stubborn. Like I don't like who I am, and it feels like I can't control it in those moments. So yeah, I remember this feeling starting when I was in like 6th grade. It got a lot worse in high school. So when I was a freshman, I got in deep depression. Like, in high school, it was like, I don't know, if one of the most deep depressions I've ever been in. And the reason it got so bad is because I didn't understand what was going on and it wasn't treated. I drank a lot and partied. just like, yeah. And yeah, I felt very, very different than everyone at my high school. I come from a very wealthy town, and we weren't wealthy, which, like, I don't care about money. I don't care about any of that crap. But, like, I was very surrounded by people who had a lot of money. And I'll just leave it there. So, yeah, I just always felt like I was different. And I drank, and I got in deep, and I drank and partied, and that's just how I coped with it. Still not understanding why I felt like this. I would just walk in the hallways. I would leave. I would skip class all the time, like I was that kid. I don't think I studied for a test once. And the reason school was so hard on top of it all is because I have severe ADD and dyslexia. So my dyslexia was untreated. I think I was diagnosed when I was in like 10th grade, maybe 11th grade. So, yeah, like, it upsets me even thinking back that I had to struggle that long and that hard for someone to, like, I was done with high school and I was capped out, like, no. So I don't think I studied for one test. I remember literally studying for one Spanish test, and I got 95. And that was the only test that I swear studied for, like, gave a crap about. So school just wasn't my thing. I think I could do very well at school, having the tools that I do now. You know, I love learning now in my adult life. It's just one of my favorite things. It's just to learn. And I want to learn all the information in this space, in the fitness and wellness space, as well as the mindfulness and meditation. I think maybe that's where my passion comes from. So yeah, I fell into deep depression. And throughout my high school years, I wore sweatpants to school. I looked like all the girls were always dressed cute. You know, all the popular girls, and no, it just wasn't my thing, which is okay. But like, I just wish I had the tools to deal with it. So untreated depression, anxiety, dyslexia, and ADD was like all my high school years. Hello?